car feels great, but this needs a bit more turn in. Hello folks, and welcome to Netcruzer RC. This is going to be an update on the EB410 after having the ESC failure. It is ready to go again. So this is EB410 take 2 with new electronics. New wheels, new tires, new electronics. So I did get, as shown, a HobbyWing ESC X-Run V3.1. And it didn't have a cap pack, it didn't have a fan. So I added a cap pack, added the fan, and then I went overkill with cooling. So I put in these wild turbo fans. The ridiculously high airflow. Let me just show you. Something I showed before was I had the battery leads coming up here. It's much better to have them reversed where it's to the front. The wiring is much neater. I think the wiring came out okay. Better. Nope, glue didn't hold. Good thing I tested it. So I'll fix that other glue joint and then we'll go and try it out at the track. All right, as long as it doesn't blow up this time, this will be the first run. Here we go, EB410, first time. Box stock setup, other than a few little upgrades I already showed you. Ooh, no steering. Oh wow, look at the turn. That's nice. Here we go, first full throttle pull. Woo! Struggling for traction a little bit. Heck yeah. First lap with the EB410 in the books. Ooh, it feels good. Doesn't really grab. The front steering doesn't really grab the way I want. Certainly has a different sound to it than I'm used to. Whoa! Overcooked the straightaway with my big motor. 9.4. Oh yeah, big time.
25.2. So much better than the Schumacher.
The Schumacher, to be honest, this is feeling much better, but the Schumacher has way more steering, so there's something going on with the setup on why my steering doesn't seem very...
I think maybe green in the front would be ideal.
Like,
X7?
So far that seems to be the only setup thing I want to change, is I just need more turn in. Because it's really pushy.
Yeah, green springs in the front made a big difference.
The greens are stiffer, right?
Softer.
Greens are even softer. Oh.
It gives you more steering.
Yeah. I just dialed up my steering a little bit using the app. Actually, I should probably show you guys that. So that's with the steering trim. So these were about 69. I turned them up to 80 and 85. So I'm making sure I'm hitting the stop points. And we'll just give it a run around on that. Okay, so a little bit more steering throw. We'll see what happens with that. Hey, Brian. Yeah, it's just that initial turn in off brake. This is where I have to figure out how to do a setup now, because man, the car feels great, but just needs a bit more turn in. I would say that it's way easier to drive than the Schumacher, like unbelievably easier to drive. Whoa! Too much. Boy, these things drive nice.
Oh, okay.
I think that's good enough for tonight. That's better. Liking this a lot.
Yeah, it drives nice.
It does, it's pretty good. We got a race coming up this Saturday, so this is the first Wednesday before it. I just want to get out there, do some shakedown testing with this, make sure to get some of the bugs out, make sure you can get around the track all right, and should just get better from here. Now I just got to learn how to tweak a setup, and we'll be good to go. I'm back home now after a successful night of racing. Well, at least with the EB410. So that was the first ever night of racing with the brand new Tekno EB410 with the HobbyWing ESC, and it went perfectly. Nothing broke. Absolutely everything was fine. The only thing I would like to do is basically just start tweaking the handling. So it's very plushy ride, much plushier than the Schumacher and much easier to drive than the Schumacher. It does tend to understeer, whereas the Schumacher would snap oversteer on me all the time. So I am having to get used to that, where you really got to push it in the corners, and instead of having the rear end spin around on you, it'll just push. And I am going to be trying to make that a little bit better. I do have some softer springs coming, as well as I know that I am running a slightly wider track width than you should. The Tekno EB410, you should run low-Z offset wheels to get proper track width. These are PR racing, and I tried last week with Schumacher racing wheels, and they're the same, slightly wider on the front than the rear. Box stock shocks, I didn't even adjust the preload collars really. They're pretty much set where I set them when I built them. I didn't even have to adjust them. The chassis protector worked very well. A couple of people got marshaled backwards, and I did not, because I'm using the piece of tape which shows you what direction to go. Other than that, I really don't have anything to report. So I'm going to keep racing this all summer long, and there will be some upgrades and changes along the way. But the Exotech front brace is excellent. I saw a couple other people at the track were using the Exotech center diff brace, as well as the Exotech center spur gear, because that one you can change without opening the diff cup. So yeah, it'll get some progressive upgrades over the season, but overall I'm very impressed for first night out with how it performed. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.